side.
Like a
We'll call this the 50. I'll be the 50 right here.
That's the doors into the gym.
As long as I don't play.
A tiny little gym.
I'm the 50. Here we go. Come on.
I'm a walrus.
By Allison. No offense to her. Look at me. I'll be back.
Party foul.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we get our game faces on. This is where we start to focus up a little bit. We're gonna have a good time out there, but we need to utilize this time up. This room is gonna be extremely loud. I don't want you to blow your chops, so play a little conservatively in here, okay? I want you to blow your eardrums out. We're going to get our instruments warmed up, focus on intonation. As we're going through this, I want you to think about your steps. Think about the times that you are going to be marking time with your movements. We can even do some of our visuals. I want to look around and double check yet again. I do want you to go all the way on with your chin. I know those are tight. I know those aren't the most comfortable, but you're going to play with those on. So I want you to do that now. So I see a few of them are under or tucked. Let's go ahead and put those completely on. I want to double check, and I know I'm going to move this letter. But remember, we don't want this wiggling around. We don't want to go side to side. We want the two fingers to compare to the brim. So let's go ahead and double check that right now. Now after we do this, you'll have food.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right? Because they're going to be, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you actually say that?
You get what?
It didn't spell public right.
I'm a product, so it makes sense. I'm a product of the school. Yeah. Or more apt, I'm more of a product of this institution. Here we go. Face me, please. Concert B flat pitch, please play and hold. Settle down, put your sound in the tubas. Ready? And breathe. Brass players, get space between your molars. Really, really good dark tone, please. Fast air. Horns up. And. Let's watch out. You're having a tendency. You're putting so much air and effort into it that you're pushing the pitch a little bit high, a little bit north. So really tune in. Tubas, can we settle your concert B flat? Let's play together and hold. Ready? Tubas and breathe. Listen, everyone listen and get ready to play. No waves, try to straighten it out. Legs down, horns up. Take a breath if you need to. Settle it. Ready? And. Half notes, please. Percussion, lightly, no taps. Watch me, please. 1 and 2 and half notes and. Sorry, everyone say hi, Mr. Skent. Hi,
That's me.
Okay, that's my brother. Okay, so sousaphones, watch your bell carriage. Make sure that when we do horns up, everything is exactly the same between the three of you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take it easy with your chops. Well, let's go through it. If a drum major won't die by standing up here, if you want to, come on, Bob, up here. Ladies and gentlemen, say dynamics.
Dynamics.
Say good feet.
Good feet.
Say active feet.
Active feet.
Let's mark time to the beat when you have takeoff. So like your 18 count move in the beginning. Here we go. 7. Hey, horns. Relax. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 spots I want you to focus on. 2 spots I really want you to focus on. 1 is when we're sliding the shield. That's one of our big times when we have trouble with phasing. 2, feeling the 6/8 moment and watching the drum majors. 2 big moments. All right, let's do number 2. Save your chops a little bit. Laura, go easy, save your chops. Ready, set!
I won't growl.
Come on. Hey, horns are up. I'm sorry. I want to tweak this a little bit right now, ladies and gentlemen. It sounds pretty good, but we're creeping, and this is a loud room, but we're creeping into that level of blatty. It's yucky tone, all right? Crisp articulation. I want to start that again a little bit. We're not going to go all the way through it because I want to save your chops. Let's get, you're ugly too, okay? Let's get it cleaned up. Here we go. Ready? Set!
Yeah, I do. Regularly.
You guys are actually
Go ahead.
Yes.
Hey, horns are up. Keep it tight.
That got a little loud.
Set! Alright, horns are up!
Ladies and gentlemen, as we've worked throughout this week, we've made up a lot of points in the zone after we leave this room. Let's go. Well, it's probably a double break anyway, so there's no. I will be raucous and loud and annoy you as much as I can.
So did you graduate with Matt, or were you just?
No, like I said, I was class of 04, so I was older than him.
I went to school with her dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Warriors show theme tonight, the music of Harry Potter, featuring show selections, Harry Potter, the music part 1, Wizard Wheezes, and the magic of Harry Potter, part 3. The Oxbow Marching Band Invitational is proud to present drum majors Zoe Christensen and Jackson Taylor, and the Wahoo Warrior Marching Band. is in its 6th year of field marching since starting back up in 2013. This is the second competition for the Warriors marching season. Next weekend they will compete in the state NSBA marching competition. The Wahoo Band would like to thank the boosters, parents, students, faculty, and administration for all their support throughout the year. Round of applause for Director Jason Smith and the Warriors from Wahoo High School.
Okay, Warriors. Listen in, please. You're going to Lincoln next week. These things need to get fixed before next week. Okay? When you're front marching, the toes should all be the same height. When I look across the band and see a group of people front marching, I want to see all of the feet look the same. I don't want to see anybody landing on the balls of their feet. That's this part. Sorry. When you're back marching, I don't want to see anybody letting their heel hit. I want to see you up on the toe. And from my perspective, and a lot of that's because I'm not very young, if I'm going to back march, I almost want to drag my toes and the ball of my foot so that they stay in contact with the ground, just because it makes my balance feel more secure. Of course, that's going to be your call whether or not you do that kind of a back march, but I think when we pick the whole foot up back marching, that it just feels a little less stable. And so that's just my input on back march. But either way, the heel's got to stay off the ground. And the reason for that is if you hit your heel on the ground, you're going to land on your back. And that's not a fun place to be, ever. So we got issues in frontward and backward march. And then in mark time, some of you are picking your feet all the way up off the ground on mark time, and some of you are keeping your toes on the ground and just moving your heels. And I suspect that's what you've been asked to do, is to keep the foot planted. And so one of the things you can do to help make that happen when you're standing fast and marking time is to think about having active knees. If you put all of your energy into moving the knees, then the feet are less of an issue. And so I like that term, active knees, for fixing the mark time, okay? Step size cannot dictate your step style. When you have itty bitty steps, you've still got to march the same step style as when you have full size steps. There are a fair number of people whose feet are hitting the ground off of the beats. Like all of the great jazz piano players I know, when you watch them play, their music is coming out with such ferocious rhythm, and their feet don't match what they're doing at all. It's like, what tune are you listening to while you're playing? And I saw instances of sections, like there was a point where the saxophone section and the trumpet section were right next to each other, and they were in different meters. You know what I mean? The feet weren't hitting the ground at the same time. And these are all things that you can fix in 1 week's time. Bell angles. We've got to get the bell angles so that they're the same through a section, and flutes have got to be parallel to the ground. Right? These are all things that you guys control individually. You just have to decide to control them. Okay? You get those things fixed in 1 week, it's a very possible situation. None of that has anything to do with the nuts and bolts of how the drill works. Starts and stops and things like that. Just little things about how you manage as an individual, okay? So take responsibility for those things and watch your score skyrocket.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Have fun in Lincoln.
We're headed that way, and we're going to take the long way around. Here we go. You see that?
But he's like the ice like
All the way around.
Or else you're gonna have to come sit down here and play. I don't know, Blake, where do you want to eat?